Alright, and welcome back to Terraria. Last episode, we fought the Eye of Cthulhu. And in between episodes, I have definitely expanded our little base. I've now filled out this room, and like this whole basement section. I think I've added potions, a potion station. I've sorted chests, and a bunch of other barrels. I've added a chimney and a fireplace with the demolitionist. I've also added a place for the gardening stuff with the triad. Actually, hang on. Okay. Okay, no, never mind. So what shall we do today? Well, I think, let's see. Well, we should probably try to fight the King Slime. Kind of skip that boss. I think in order to fight the King Slime, we need to craft one of these. Which one is it? This one. Need a gold crown or a platinum crown, depending on what ore do we have in this world. It only costs 20 gels. And I don't remember what do we have in this world. We have platinum. And how many? Okay, platinum crown. To make a platinum crown, we need 5 platinum and 1 ruby. Let's see, do we have any rubies? We do not. But we do got quite a bit of topaz, and with that we can go to a crafting station and create topaz hook. With that topaz hook, we can now pretty much make a lot of movement a bit easier. We can grapple onto walls. So, I also think that we should make a battle arena for our boss fights. That will definitely make them a lot easier, because when I fought the Eye of Cthulhu, I was just kind of running on top of the surface above my base. And that's not too bad for like beginning bosses, but later bosses you would want a dedicated arena. And, what I'm doing. I'm gonna kind of explore my options real quick. See if I can upgrade my axe. Kind of looking for whatever gives the best speed. That's probably going to be the Platinum Max. Fast speed. Let's go ahead and take that. Oh wait, that there. Put that down there. Now I'm sure many people have their own ways of how they want to make a battle arena, but I have my own. And my way is probably nothing special. I'm sure there are better ways. This is just how I make them, and it revolves around wood. Oh, I should also mention that I do now have a music pack. A Xenoblade Chronicles music pack. I actually have this pack for some time. I just didn't use it during recordings. I use it more for my personal playtime, but I think having the Xenoblade music can change things up a little bit. I got a raincoat that. And someday I'll find the mystery of what this weird desert area, like right here, this is supposed to be like a desert. And then it'll quickly like switch away from the desert back to the normal surface. My guessing is that there's something down here. If I dig down, I'll find like probably some underground parts of an underground desert. Chopping down wood in the middle of the night is probably not the smartest, but can make things moving a little bit faster. Now that we actually beaten the Eye of Cthulhu, we have the Shield of Cthulhu, which is an amazing accessory. That's of course exclusive if you play the game on expert mode. The Shield of Cthulhu is such an amazing accessory that it's really hard to play the game without it. It's so like ingrained into my mind of how movement works in this game. Because if you double tap a direction, you'll dash. Give you a small burst of speed and does some damage. The issue with that is that if you try to play the game without it, to me it feels awkward. So like if you actually kind of play the game on a normal difficulty, I think the game is almost harder at sometimes. Because this shield really makes a difference. The ability to do like a dash really helps a lot. And not having it is frustrating. So playing that early game era where you don't have it, where you're trying to build up to fight the Eye of Cthulhu to get this shield, it's also kind of difficult or frustrating. That tiny zombie, warding shackle, it's pretty good. Put it there if I ever need extra defense. Time to start replanting trees. This thing leaves me alone. Oh, black lens, that's a pretty rare drop. I think we got enough wood. Let's put that in there for now. I don't have where to put armor or vanity stuff. Okay, well, that goes in here. This goes in here. Click on it to 20. Okay, so let's get started on our battle arena. Place these here real quick. Should help us with something later. The best ways to start with a battle arena is to try to figure out where do we want to build it. I think just over here. Over here is pretty good. I won't go too far over here. Probably not past this forest area. Because I don't want to make it too far away from my base. I want it to be in some reasonable distance. So I'm thinking starting probably around right here. Let's say right here. Right where this weird desert is. Let's make it right here. Actually, I forgot something. We should probably get a bunch more blocks. Use dirt. That's really about it for right now. Just dirt. So we're going to start on the ground level. I'm going to kind of flatten out this land. You know, I said I wasn't going to go past right here. I think I'll go in. Go into the full forest slightly. Let's see. I'll stop right here. That's where I'll stop. So to give a small idea of this is probably actually a very basic way of making a battle arena in this game is just have a very wide open space. A wide open space, and we're going to kind of build into the air. We're going to kind of make our battle arena kind of floating in the air. Go ahead and break down these extra walls to make it look nicer. Let's see, now we have a dirt. We're going to kind of expand this area a little bit. Fix these little kind of half flat blocks. Of course, one day I'll try to figure out what this weird desert means. Why does the game think this is a desert biome when it's clearly not? Okay. So, chest down here. Interesting. Alright, pretty cool. But I do not like this open space. So we are going to try to fill this in. There we go. Looks better. I can find where my dirt is. I'll see it. Again, I am not a big fan of like the stone and dirt fill this out a little bit more. Okay. Then we'll have the grass cover this entire layer, but that will just do that naturally. So we don't have to worry about that. The next step is to create platforms. A bunch of platforms. And the way to start is just by starting somewhere, and then let's just build up. Now, on how high, I think this is really comes to a difference to a person of how high they want. Essentially what we're going to do, we're going to kind of build platforms. Then we're going to build up again, up here, then like add another one. But, see, I don't know if this is what. On how high, where the platform should be, I think that depends on your personality. For me, what I usually do is try to go by gravel distance. Great. So it goes about 23. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Stupid. So we're out here. See if I can grapple onto it. And it's probably best to maybe go 1 or maybe 2 blocks, or 1 or 2 rows down from the height, because if I go like this, my grapple can actually go up by 1 more. So if I do this, actually, grapple should be able to grab that. But why I don't think it's best to go 1 down is because you might be going at an angle. When you're going at an angle, that will definitely shorten. Yeah, your grapple might not be, because if you're running from a boss, the boss is chasing you, you're running, you kind of want to be able to keep your momentum while you're grappling, because if you're grappling straight up, you aren't really making keeping much of your momentum. If you grapple straight up, you're kind of going to lose whatever you have, and you're gonna, by the time you reach the spot where you grappled, you're probably going to stop for like a second or 2. So it's best to kind of maybe go 1 or 2 below your grapple's range, so that way when you can grapple at an angle, you can kind of keep a little bit of your momentum. And also, if you make it shorter than your grapple's range, like if you make it lower, you're just gonna grab it faster. So I think I'll actually make it maybe like 1 more down lower. So like this, if I have these platforms, if I aim for this one, like I'll still grapple it, and obviously since this one's a short distance, I will grapple it too. But because it's a short distance, my grapple will reach this platform faster before it will reach this one by like a couple seconds. So that will definitely make a difference in the fight. So that's why I think it's best to go maybe 1 or 2 blocks below your grapple's range. Uh-oh. Blood moon. So this will turn zombies into blood zombies. And these things start spawning. Having some issues, but so a blood moon is where a bunch of zombies will spawn. And a new monster called Drippies. I think it's called Drippers. How they fly. There also should be a new type of zombie that spawns during a blood moon, which I have not seen, weirdly enough. Okay, there should be two new types of zombies. Oh, there's one. That is the blood zombie. And I just got a very rare drop. A very valuable one. One that you can do that only drops from blood zombies in the Dripper. And that is the money trough. I just got the second one. Did they? Okay. I've done like maybe 6 or 7 blood moons right now in my personal world and character that I'm playing of this game. That's not my recording. Let's play one. Now I've not gotten this, and I've gotten 2. I might just end up kind of cheating a little bit and giving the second one to my other world, my other character. Because this is a very nice item to have. And the fact I got 2 of them very quickly, and also on my very first blood moon, that is amazing. Having 2 of them doesn't mean anything. You only need 1. Having more is kind of pointless. But yeah, it's usually rare because it's not common unless they have added an update, because there's been several updates to this game. Several smaller ones that increase the drop rate of this money trough. And I'll explain what it does and why it's so useful after the blood moon is over. I also have already gotten another unique drop from the blood zombies during the blood moon. And that is the shark tooth necklace. And I will read the description of what that does after I finish the blood moon. Now the blood moon is an event in this game where something happens and then you have to last until the end. Up here is the second brand new zombies that spawns during Blood Moon, and that's the Bride. A zombie that has a lot of defense and HP. And it drops a vanity item. Now there is one more, a unique zombie that will only spawn during the Blood Moon, and we'll see if we can see it. See if one does spawn during the Blood Moon before the Blood Moon ends, which the Blood Moon will last all night. The Blood Moon will always start, will like randomly start when the night starts, and when a Blood Moon does happen at night, it will last until the next morning. Now there is more to the Blood Moon than just this. Stuff that I'm not going to be able to get to during this, right now. So I'll probably have to wait for a second Blood Moon to happen to really show and talk about what else you can do during a Blood Moon other than just fighting zombies. But if you see a Blood Moon, it is best to fight, because you want to get this money trough. I just got a third one, so they definitely have to increase the drop rate, unless I just got very unlucky. That one time I was playing it and just could not get a money trough despite me doing several Blood Moons. Another great thing about the Blood Moon is that since so many monsters spawn very rapidly, is a good place to get gold. I mean, just money in general. Like I'm already at 8 gold now. 8 gold coins. And since Demon Eyes spawn pretty often too, it's a good place to start farming for lenses if you need lenses. And yep, we got a zombie banner. That is how much. So I don't think I've ever talked about banners. You get a banner for every 50th time you've killed that specific enemy. Every time you kill 50 of a specific enemy, you'll get the banner of that enemy or of that monster. And what does the banner does is that it gives you bonuses. Place it. You can look over here. You'll get increased damage and defense from the following zombies. Because I placed a zombie banner, so it's good to kind of have these. So